Recent years, many don't know who to trust, whose word to take, and school is supposed to be a safe haven for faculty and students, and the main priority is education for everybody here. Now, having these cameras, many will feel as their identity has been taken away from them. Many will find it as vandalism, and others will find it as it's just not right having cameras inside of school, watching and monitoring people as it's just walking by. But the main reason for this is to help everybody to be safe, because bullying has been happening for many generations for everybody to come, and everybody just wants to be safe. If a student is feeling violated, then they won't be able to do their schoolwork. They will feel as they are no longer with the class body, and they just can't comprehend with everything that's going on. They're going to be unaware of everything they're learning with. But if you have somebody with school cameras, everything knows what is going on, then they're going to feel just as if they're home. They're going to be answering more questions and being more interactive with the classmates and with the teachers, which will also be good for everybody. Bullying has always reoccurred in everybody's generation, but when a fully loaded gun entered to the school system, that's a different toll everybody took on. In 1999, Columbine High School, a loaded firearm happened to enter to the school system. Everybody didn't know how to react. Everybody didn't know how to protect the students and the faculty for themselves, for everybody's main safety. Police officers were put into schools later after 1999 in case any death or any situations with a gun or knives or any type of weapon entered the school would be handled. Parents in turn felt safe for this time period from 1999 up until 2012. Sandy Hook was a devastating incident where a 20-year-old man came in with a loaded firearm and shot 26 students ranging from 6 to 7-year-old. Video surveillance was implied in hallways, and experts from that spot to see where everybody was gonna go on and where hidden nooks and crannies for any incident can be seen if anything did happen for more measurements. After the Sandy Hook incident happened, more than 400 bills were proposed into the offices to protect people's safety. Wang mentioned more protection needs to be shown so our local and state government can be taken for actions. Wang is a political activist.
Police try to learn more about why 20-year-old Adam Lanza went on his bloody rampage. ABC's chief investigative correspondent Brian Ross has.
Since 2012, school shootings have been up 5%, which is a big number compared to other countries such as Canada and Australia, where they barely reached the 2% mark. This has shown how much the United States has been increased by school shootings, which is very devastating for everybody. No one wants to feel violated. No one wants to feel that their rights has been taken away from them. Everybody just wants to know one question. How are school cameras really going to help everybody? Are they going to capture all the evidence? Are they going to show everything when it comes into court playing? Well, this is what I'm going to tell you. Some schools, they hire a contractor to get school cameras to be implied into different various spaces. And some of these companies are debating if they should take the job because lawsuits can come into play if something really major happens. Different platforms may own the site, but when legal issues comes in, they really want to back out. Burkhan states a single set of cameras that carry 10 are up to $3,000. These cameras are compatible to rotate 360 degrees and could have a malfunction for clarity, but that's what happens. Technology is always on and off. It's not perfect. Cameras can affect the person, the school, the company, and law enforcement. Everyone is a little piece of the situation, basically. And having a contract with a camera provider is kind of a sketchy deal due to privacy and violation issues if anything happens. Not just anyone can open up a file and be like, oh, that's what happened on May 31st or June the 5th. That's not how it works. They want these files to be protected and needed when anything comes. When law officers come into play, then wants to know who is the victim and who is the perpetrator. It's a function of place and threat for circumstance. Really, where is the main problem? We are in the early stages of having these cameras. We really don't know how it's going to act, so we just have to learn and play how these cameras are going to act. With this evidence, you'll be identify the truth and see the virtual timeline which can be placed down. With this evidence, we can have a virtual timeline what happened in sequence, and we can see how it came to play on this incident.
I don't want to fight you, Flash.
I wouldn't want to fight me neither. Kick his ass, man.
both sides of the argument. Some people are for cameras, some people are against cameras. Some religion, they just don't want to take photos, or they're just really prohibited as against it, where they want to feel very secure. They just don't want to be compared to the outsider world. And we understand that everybody wants to be protected. But administrators want to keep a low percentage of mischief or any problems inside of schools, and many people are influenced by others and inside of their actions. When you add cameras inside a piece in the school system, these students can feel safe and explore new options given to them before, compared to not having a camera where everybody's just having a mayhem and nobody wants to really have that. Cameras are in an early stage of development. We got to see how far they will really go. As of right now, the main focus is clarity and capturing the evidence, and that is the main priority of the schools and the cameras. Not to mention, if we're given a higher definition of clarity, then we can make out every single detail, what happened during this time period frame. We can have sound clarity. We can no longer have he said, she said. We can know the truth and the fact, and that's what everybody really wants to know. Coleman stated, another problem we are facing in privacy, and certain people can access these files. Having a lockdown secure browser will be a key part and scenario.
I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids.
Just like any kind of story, there's always two sides of a story. Everybody wants to know the main fact and what is the real evidence of it. School cameras, they're just really trying to capture the evidence and confine the victim if anything really happened. That's all they really want to know. Everybody just wants to know the truth. Since school cameras are foreign into children's daily lives, and we need to be on top of that for everybody. Anything can happen in a blink of an eye, but if we have these cameras, we can stop that problem happening again if it reoccurs in any time period. With all the count and progress, the schools are making sure to make the situation is right, and that's what everybody wants.